Hello, Internet, and welcome to Game Theory, a show where I look into a game and theorize. On today's episode, more Indy Jones. Indy Jones is a shit game. Why don't you play something more fun? That is a good question, Timmy. But I will ignore that question and continue what I'm doing. So the current knowledge of this game is that if your collision is small enough, you can squeeze behind objects. There's invisible collision boxes everywhere, but sometimes the collision boxes don't line up with the actual geometry you see. So there's sometimes hidden places where you can jump and hide behind and stuff like that. There's lots of stuff. So I've been trying to find a glitch for later levels because I've been focusing a lot on the beginning levels because they're more fun and interesting to me. And currently I've been trying to focus on the Hong Kong levels. Basically, to beat this level, you just have to get to the door, which is hidden behind the stage. So, in theory, all you have to do is clip into the stage area, and you can beat the entire level. But I haven't found any way to do that so far. There is a way to get onto the out-of-bounds balcony area on the opposite side that you're not supposed to go to. There's these giant boxes that prevent you from going there, but you can actually get around them. But doing that, the door is locked over there. Both the doors are locked, so there's no point in doing that. It doesn't save any time at all, unfortunately. And I don't really see any other glitch going in from that. Neighbor's dog is barking at random things, probably my voice. But we live in 21st century, so I can't do anything about the neighbor's dog. This level is extremely short. You just have to run to the exit without dying. And then this level, there's a rail shooter. There's absolutely nothing you can do. So really the only level you can do something is the first level of that level, and I haven't figured out any way to do anything. So moving on, Penglai Lagoon is fun. It's one of the last fun levels in my opinion. It's still not the most fun. I still prefer Prague. Prague is my favorite level, but the first level is straightforward. There's no point for any glitches. Second level, there is a shortcut, but that's about it. There's no glitches. Actually, there is one glitch that I'm trying to experiment with. If you go out of bounds near the cave from the first level, there's a cave. If you go out of bounds there, you can roll into a certain area, and it takes you to the top of the mountains around the edges of the map. And from there, you can roll into the exit, which is, I guess I could call it a crane skip. But unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to do it because there's it's like an underwater skip. So it requires swimming through the wall, and that's it's possible to do that anywhere in any level, theoretically, but it's extremely difficult to the point where I don't want to do it. This level, you can skip from the beginning to the last part of the level, but the door is locked, and the only way to open it is to shoot a guard. The guard doesn't spawn until you go back to the middle of the level. So I don't think it's faster to do that. I think it's faster to just go around the normal way. This level is pretty straightforward. I was hoping to find a glitch where you can go through the gate near the end, but I haven't found anything. This level, you have to pick up 2 items before you can exit, so you can't really skip anything. The only thing I thought you could skip was maybe crossing across the gap without pulling the lever, but you need to pull the lever, just no way to do it. There's too many boundaries everywhere. Unless you can fly, but you can't. This level, there possibly is a way to clip through a wall, but it's pointless because the exit door is really far away and in a tiny little box, and the only way to get there is through like a series of events, and clipping through the wall, you'll just fall off the map. There's like a whole lot of empty space, so there's no point. It is technically possible to skip pulling the lever to like activate the whip jump, but like there's no point to that. It's faster to just do the whip jump, because otherwise you have to like do this weird jumping across the sides, and it's like really bad. And my thumb is cramping. That's such a weird place for me to have a cramp. Okay. My thumb is cramping because I'm holding the arrow keys in a weird way with my right thumb, and I don't know how my thumb is cramping, but that hurts really bad. Alright. Moving on. Airbase is straightforward. Nothing really to skip, I don't think. I don't remember how to actually beat that level. This level, I remember, you just kind of get to the thing. This one, I don't remember, but it's pretty straightforward, I'm pretty sure. And then there's no way to skip those long things. This level, you can beat the level if you go into the sewer area and activate the trigger. And to do that, it's kind of like, it's at the same level, the height level as like that bottom area that you jump to at the beginning. But unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to get through the wall. I've tried millions of things. It doesn't save that much time anyway, so that level's fine. It's just a little bit frustrating. This level, once again, there's glitches, but it just doesn't save time. Like, there's no point in doing it, because you just have to climb up and go to the door. There's not really any difference between that and just like clipping somewhere. This one, same thing. Like, to beat it, you just go up to the elevator and then jump across the gap. There's like a shortcut where you don't have to jump, you just walk on the side. But I found a way that you can actually get up there a different way, but it's actually a lot slower, I think, where you clip through the wall and then teleport up and then drop down and do like a side whip and then spam jump so you don't fall off the roof, and then hope that you make it up there. But it's so bad. It's so bad. This level, can't do anything. This level, you just fall down. Don't take damage, pretty much. This level, I haven't really tried this level that much because I don't remember how to beat it. I just know that you light up all the torches. I don't think you can skip it. This is one of the levels I have not touched because it's one of the annoying levels that I don't like, so I might start here. But, I mean, I don't really see that many people speedrunning this level specifically anyway, because it's like one of the worst levels in the game, in my opinion. Some people like it. I'm not a huge fan of combat, and this level's just combat for days. Set health 1,000,000. Set AI disabled 1. Look at his hitbox. It reaches all the way up to like this invisible space way up there. It's very weird. I'm just curious. I don't have any ammo, dude. This sucks. Never mind. I was gonna try shooting him, but I don't have any ammo. Set God mode 1. I still need ammo to use my bullets. It won't let me reload or anything. Whatever. Random thing there. That's not anything. It's a spear. Whatever. So, you might think, oh, you just jump up there, right? Well, unfortunately, nope. There's no way to do that. You have to, like, kill him, and then the thing drops down, and that takes a little while. There's no way to skip it. Like, I don't mind combat sometimes, but it's required combat. My macros aren't working. Okay, let me go turn on my macros. Anyway. I just fixed my computer. Like, it was giving me this weird error. I had to, like, reset something in the registry, and it fixed it, so. It's a little bit more responsive now. Which is fantastic. My mouse thing isn't opening, so that's kind of good. Okay. Just alt-tabbed by itself. See, I would like to, like, macro jump into this wall. Come on! It's trying to open my mouse settings, but it's, instead of opening, it's just alt-tabbing my thing for no reason. Open! There we go. Yeah, but yeah, my computer was perpetually on like 100% disk usage, and I finally reset something and it fixed it. And I've been having that problem for like years, so I hope that was the solution, but I have no idea. It was a solution to a different problem, but maybe it was like a combo solution. Nobody knows. Alright, so getting my macro set up real quick, because I cannot be bothered to mash spacebar. I'd rather just hold a button down. It's not for speedrunning, it's just for glitch hunting. So yeah, that fucking dog is so stupid. Alright, I have to whisper or else the dog will hear me and start barking. So we go up here. Basically, one of the key factors to I don't even have my YouTube chat open right now. I might have to do that just in case. Dude, even my browser's opening a lot faster. Like, everything's opening a lot faster now. Like, it used to be so slow. Like, my computer was just struggling. Now it's instant again. Like, I think I fixed the issue. Anyway, let me just open up my chat just in case someone actually shows up. I don't think anyone will. But, just in case. Alright, so basically, I'll probably explain this in a lot of videos, but when you have a little ridge like that, and you jump on it, you don't fall away from the wall anymore. This one is kind of different. It looks like you do still fall away from the wall, but most of the time you don't. And then what happens is that, like, if you jump against a normal wall, see how, like, it, like, bounces you back first? When you're doing this, it doesn't bounce you back at all, so you get a little bit of a collision things from the get-go, and then if there's something behind you, like a gap, then it doesn't let you fall backwards, basically, after jumping forward. So, in theory, you can jump through this wall. This doesn't look like one of the walls that you can jump through. It should be, like, really obvious. And it's because this ridge is actually too thin. It has to be a little bit wider than that. Pretty sure, because, like, yeah, it's way too thin. You can pretty much walk to it, so it's not a good place, but at least I tried. Anyway, I can't hug this wall for some reason. Can't hug this wall. Can't hug this wall. Can't hug this wall. Can't hug any walls. I can hug this wall. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. For some reason, they won't let you hug the wall over here. Very weird indeed. I bet you there is some kind of collision glitch that I can do, but don't know what the point is. Anyway, normally in this level, you kill the bad guys, and then this thing unlocks, and it lets you pull it. Because right now it doesn't let you pull it until you kill the bad guys. I think killing them just automatically opens it. I'm not sure. Canteen! Anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look around the whole map. Try to find any kind of gap or ledge or any potential glitch spot. Even if it's completely useless, it could possibly lead to multiple glitches in a row, like a combo glitch. So yeah, with this new thing someone told me about R&D collision, like I didn't think about using this before because I wasn't sure how to type an underscore, but if you just press tab you can do it. It shows you all the collision of the whole map, and as you can see right there, there's a huge gap. There's a huge hole in the wall right there that you can most definitely get up to and jump over if you were able to, which you're not. Same thing right here. There's like weird collision that's just jutting out. I didn't expect that at all. You can jump on those. You can get on there. You jump over that. So potentially, if you can get on there, you can probably climb all the way around. The only thing is, if you have this on, it actually makes the collision act really, really janky. So it's more like a visual thing and not really something you can use as you play. Anyway. But yeah, getting up on top of that would be great, but there's like... Yeah, so I think the ceiling is actually not really there. I don't think it's there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's there, so... It's just a fake ceiling anyway. But yeah, you can see... They just put like walls up, like general walls up for the collision, but it's all... After that it's just empty space, and there's like a bunch of other invisible collision after that, so yeah. Let's see. You can actually jump on top of that icicle thing. It's kind of cool. See, I don't know what the point of this is yet, but I don't think there is going to be a point, because I don't think there's a way to get up here. But I'm gonna jump over this. Okay. I can't. That's fine. It's a little bit too tall. And my trainer's not on, so let me just... Wait, it is on. Number lock wasn't on. Now it's on. Everything's on. You're on. Ah. The dog hears anything and he starts barking. Holy shit. Anyway. Ow. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a trainer that lets me go through walls so I can test stuff out. Collisions and whatnot. It also lets me save my position so I can teleport back if I end up falling off the cliff or something. Super useful. See, wouldn't it be great if I could somehow, like, jump up there? Up this wall. But there's literally, like, flat collision. There's no, like, ridges. Like, it shows ridges, but there's no ridges. My macros are like screwed up. Like I increased the speed of the spacebar, but it actually lowered the rate at which it presses in this game because it's only 30 FPS. Somehow it had it synced before, but now it's like not synced. But yeah, those are all fake collision. The real collision is just a big wall, completely circling the entire area. You do have that little jut out right there. I don't think you can actually do anything with any of that, so... Go in here, just a bunch of nothing. So yeah, I do find that interesting, but I don't think there's any way to use it. Alright, so behind this wall, these giant walls, there's this space right here. It's a bunch of just random polygons flying everywhere into space. Really interesting. Alright. It's weird how that wasn't there and then it appeared. Anyway. So if we go around this way. See, I don't think there's any, like, use for any of this at all. There's just a bunch of nothing. Where am I? I am... What the... I'm in like some weird grave. There's like weird squishy sounds when I jump here. Is this what being buried alive is like? Just trapped in like this tiny little space. Alright. Oh. It seems to have unloaded the area a little bit. I don't know what I did, but that's not good. Anyway. Alright, so now I'm back over here. It's interesting but useless. It doesn't get me anywhere. So now we're gonna move on. Cause yeah, I don't see a way to get up there, and even if there was, it's useless. So the next area, there's some breakable stuff, like right there, that's breakable. That one's breakable right there. And I think the bad guys jump out of it, and you're supposed to kill all the bad guys in order to unlock stuff. I like how collision just vanishes when you're not next to it. Anyway, I'm taking a look at the pillars right now, and you can see like there's little gaps around them, like little ridges, and I'm thinking maybe I can probably jump through those, but man, that dog cannot shut up for more than a minute, I swear. Alright, so yeah, so we're gonna jump over here. And I don't see this happening. Like, there's like a really specific way it looks when you jump into walls that you can go through. And this doesn't look like it's doable. Like, it might happen eventually, if you're lucky, but it's not like a normal... it doesn't have the same behavior as the other out-of-bounds areas. And of course, this is like a big flat wall with like a little thing sticking out of it. I don't know what they were thinking there, but it gives the illusion that you're walking into this thing, but in reality it's just a little rectangle. Which means I could probably jump on top of it a little bit. It's kind of pointless. Alright. We're gonna ignore the quest of killing all the bad guys. See how that opens? We're just gonna not kill them, because we're on a mission to find the out of bounds. Like, I don't want to stream this on Twitch because no one watches this and they would unsub or unfollow or whatever. But I like to find glitches, and this is one of my favorite games to find glitches in, mainly because I'm the first one to find glitches in. Like, I wouldn't say I was the first, but someone said they knew it was possible, but never figured out how. And I figured out how, so I'm pretty proud of it, so that's why I keep playing it, because I keep finding new glitches every so often. Every time I play this game, I find something new. Most of the time, useless, but every so often, there's a strategy that lets you skip part of a level, and you make progress and stuff. So, yeah. Stop talking. I'm a dog. Alright, so this is what's behind that. There's just a random wall and then a bunch of random polygons making up the archway. I like how in this game everything was built just using planes and boxes. Like, there wasn't really anything built any other way, honestly. Besides, like, maybe the character models. But even then, I'm pretty sure it's just a bunch of boxes or something. Yeah, this ran on the Xbox, so they had to, like, find a really cool way to... It just looks like they slapped on a bunch of, like, planes and then put a bunch of textures on them. I've been trying to rip this model and, like, use it for VR chat. I mean, with, like, this game, the maps or whatever, but it's so complicated and convoluted with the textures and everything that it just doesn't work. And I've never tried it with any other games, so I should probably try it with other games. See if I could get it working, 'cause, yeah. If you ring the gong, you will fall. Alright, I rang the gong, and I fell. Yep, let's go back. So, I didn't know you can ring the gong with your fist, but apparently that's a thing. I think to exit, you need to go through here. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. That is for later on, not for now. Alright, so let's see what's behind there, just curiously. More planes. And technically you could probably try to get around or under this. I think I can roll under that, actually. Let's try this. Oh, I don't think I can roll under it. It's a little bit too low. Oh. Let's go through. Actually, no. Let's do this the way the level creator intended us to do. The question is, there's a trigger here where you punch the thing and the floor collapses. Could I hit the thing without falling? Or do I have to be in that yellow square for it to trigger? That is the question. And if I do, I can actually be here and it might still work. I'm not sure, actually. I don't have anything to, like, hit it with. Oh, see, it worked. It just opens until the sound stops. I think it's, like, linked. Interesting. Now, what happens if I... Nope, that didn't work. I'll be right back. I have to go to the restroom. Hello. There's a motorcycle outside. Alright, so... One... That didn't work. One... There's no way to grab that. I thought there might be, but... No. What about the sides? Nope. Wait, you can just like go off the side. You don't have to like jump. I don't think that's faster, but I find it interesting. Alright. I don't know why the fire makes like creepy hell sounds. I think if I have God mode on, I can actually jump down there without taking damage. Oh, it's just an endless pit. I think when you hit the death trigger, like the camera just freezes. But in reality, it's just a bunch of like fire particles and then endless pit until you hit the bottom and then you die. Very nice. Unfortunately, this means I'm stuck, so yeah, I'm gonna have to either somehow get myself out. There you go. That worked. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at this room again. Try to find any kind of ledge, corner type thing. You know, sometimes it takes like 5 or 6 looks around before I like see something. See, that guy wasn't there before, and now he's here. Alright, so basically okay, there's like this area right here. Looks interesting. There's like a gap behind this. I think there's the same thing on this side. Yeah, I think there's a gap right there, so that means we might be able to squeeze in there. It's like a giant cube, but there's like a tiny gap. And if I can like get my collision in there, then we could be able to go through walls. But most likely we'll just fall and die. Can I grab the top of this? Nope. Yep. Alright, we're gonna look around a little bit more, and then we're gonna move on to the next area. Like, we could get on top of those, but I don't see a way to do it normally without teleporting. Yeah, I don't see it. Let me see. Maybe... well, there are gaps right there. So I'm gonna try to go in there. I don't think I can. Dude, that dog is fucking annoying. I hate it so much. Just every day, all day. Endless barking. If you make a noise, if you sneeze, if you turn on the water in the kitchen, or, you know, like bang a plate down or beep the microwave, the dog just starts barking. He hears my voice and he starts barking. It's like, okay, I get it. You're a dog. You're bored. Okay. Oops. Alright, so can't go in there. I mean, you probably can, but I fucking feel like it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and drop down. Collision's really weird when you're in this mode, so that's why I was able to teleport forward anyway. Like, see how most of the collision stuff is like boxes? Just a bunch of boxes and planes. I don't think they had mesh collisions back when this game was out, so it makes sense. They can actually be meshes, like 3D model meshes, but there can't be like collision meshes like that. They're just a bunch of boxes. That would make the most sense. Either that, or they were just trying to save memory by having everything be planes. So, yeah. That dog is really going ham now. He's totally showing me who's the owner of that backyard over there. Anyway. So there's a thing here, but it's not a small enough gap to do anything about it. Sometimes when you hug a gap like that and then press E, it would push you through the wall, but I've only seen that happen in one level. And usually the gap is a lot smaller. Okay, I'm literally inside the collision right now. That was weird. I was like inside the thing. But yeah, instead of teleporting that way, it would teleport me through the wall. But I don't think this will happen here. It's one of those weird, like, very rare things that happen. Dude, that dog barks at, like, birds. He barks at, literally, the wind. He barks at the sun. Yeah, see, like, it does that. It locks your camera, but it, like, teleports you forward. And it's super cool, but useless. Alright, so, yeah. Let's see. There's a couple of gaps around here. But once again, the ledges are way too small to jump through. The torch, does it even have? I think it has like a physics collision. Yeah. There's two different types of collision. It's the mesh collision and then the box collisions, and then there's physics collisions, which they're pretty much the same thing, but what they do instead is they use like an area box where they can apply stuff to it. So what they did here was basically they weren't sure if they were going to put collision there or not, and someone was like, who was programming the game was like, okay, let's go ahead and like clean this up a little bit, and they put just trigger boxes and added the parameter of being a collision box, like made them a collision box. But there's other kinds, like this one is like this big one is a trigger. There's like also the ghost ones. I don't know why they have like different ones, like the yellow boxes or the white boxes. But yeah, I think the white boxes are more interactive and the yellow boxes are more like, wait, no, I think the white box is the one that's saying like, it's making that little icon pop up. And then this other white box is the interactive box, so I can literally be standing like this. Well, nope, never mind. No, no idea what that box is, but yeah. I think the one around the thing is a collision box. Looks like a collision box. Yeah. So that means I could technically jump on top of it if that torch wasn't there. Whatever. Alright. It's not letting me pull the lever, so that means I skipped things. I skipped some other triggers that... yeah, whatever. So this is the part where I just kind of like give up, because you have to unlock this thing. But it's not simple. I think it spans across 2 levels, which is what makes it annoying. And I don't remember what the exit trigger is. Okay, that's where I came from. Like, it spans across 2 levels, so like literally you come back here in the next level and it's like the exact same thing, but continued. So I think the exit trigger is more like I don't know. You have to get like items before it triggers, which kind of sucks. Like I knew there wasn't really much to this level to like find, because you still have to like do all this stuff. I don't think the trigger is actually a physical trigger. I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. Whee! Doing things the wrong way. Dodge the yellow squares. Yay. Whatever. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, you do stuff happens, and then level ends. I give up on these levels. They're just do them the normal way. I don't care. I don't think there's a way to skip them, because you have to pick up all the items, and the exit trigger is like hidden, and I don't feel like playing the level normally. Emperor's Tomb. I haven't found any glitches. There isn't really much you can do to skip things. It's pretty straightforward. Like, kill enemies, go through. Kill enemies, go through. This one would be great if you could skip, because it would save a lot of time, because then you just have to roll to the exit. But even if you could skip, there's a lot of like unknowns, a lot of variables. A lot of issues in general. Like, if you activate the end trigger, it glitches out and makes you like soft locked, and you'd have to like blindly make your way to the exit, which is bad. So yeah, so you can see all the triggers here. But they also have these gaps, right? Like these giant boxes that prevent you from going around. It's a little bit annoying, but yeah. So you'd basically have to try to clip out of bounds before touching that Dude, the physics are so weird in this mode. You can't function in this mode. You have to actually turn it off before you can do anything. It was weird. Alright, so let me just turn that off real quick. Oh, it's already off. Okay. Just pretend that didn't happen. That was bad. Very bad. Very bad. Alright. Whee! Alright, so can't hit that trigger, or else it stops you, and you have to you have no choice but to do the chase the normal way. But yeah, you can see there's not much you can do here. There is a box here, but you have to stay on the left side of it. And there's no way around the trigger. It's like really, really big. If we clipped through magically somehow, then you could go around. But there's also this massive path right here. Oops. I have no idea where I am. I think I'm going the wrong way. But yeah. Another thing is that when you're clipping through walls using a trainer, rolling like teleports you back in, while actually clipping doesn't teleport you back in. Anyway. So get on top of here. There's no way to avoid that trigger, like, at all. As far as I know. I mean, there might be a way. There's little gaps down there as well. I don't think you can get in those. And you might be able to grab onto that thing, but I don't think you have enough, like... Yeah, it's too big of a gap. You have to, like, really... I don't know if it's possible to even grab it, to be honest. I'm gonna try grabbing it one more time, but there's like a death barrier. I'm gonna turn on God mode so I don't die from the death barrier. Alright. Let's see. Nope. Oh, looks like falling on that broke it somehow. Interesting. It's still there, but the collision gets turned off. You know, that makes me distrust the collision thing. Like, if it's there but not there, I don't get it. Whatever. So there's no way, like... Maybe you can clip through right here through the door. Like, I've tried this a billion times. It's maybe possible, but I don't know. Like, and there's this, which isn't a big enough ledge to do anything. I kind of wish it was possible to just run through walls instead of having to jump. But yeah, it's not a big enough gap. So, very bad. As you guys saw, this is false block. There is a giant wall there, so there's no way to pass that. So, I'm gonna see what happens if we activate the trigger. Even in God mode, I can die. Von Beck is overpowered. I'm really just curious if he breaks the collision behind me, but I can't really check. So, imagine if there was like a way to go out of bounds during this chase. Probably is, but there's no way to check. Set R&D. I'm gonna try doing the chase with R&D on, R&D collision on, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think the physics are good, because like you can see that I'm like not where I'm supposed to be. I might do it and use a trainer. I just want to see what happens, like if there's actual places I can go or not to avoid death. I don't know. I keep feeling like there's bugs on me, but it's just air. Alright. I misjudged that gap. I thought it was only 3 indies long, but it's actually 4 indies long. My bad. Right. Set R&D, collision 1. Okay. It has the same... Wait, so his death thing is just a cylinder? A cylinder of death. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Don't need more than necessary. Set R&D collision 1. Alright, we're gonna use this. We're gonna do this with only trainer commands. I died. We're burning. What I should do is just skip over the trigger and just look around. Honestly, I don't see the point of it though. I'm just doing it for fun at this point. There's like no way to do this normally, so like what's the point? Alright, so set R&D collision. I'm just doing this for fun. Okay, alright. Well, that was weird. But okay, that's fine. I thought that was a floor, but apparently it was a gap. I just kind of walked through and teleported. So yeah, you can see there's other collidable objects, like right here. In this mode it doesn't count if you can clip through things, you have to be in normal mode. Because R&D collision messes up the collisions. Alright. Yeah, I bounced to the side too much. It might be possible, but it's not viable. Plus, you're not going to be here when the guy starts chasing you, so there's no point. Moving on. Gaps everywhere. Holy cow. That's the death claw thing. It's facing the wrong direction, or that's just weird. I think it's weird. Anyway, it's just going through the collision right there. In this level, there's this weird thing where it auto corrects your movement, like your jumps. You just hold forward and it like tilts you towards the center. I find it weird, but it's fine. Anyway, let me see. Got more stuff. This looks very similar to the... You can punch those, dude. Why are you able to punch those? That doesn't make sense. They wanted to make them like easily breakable, I guess, but that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I had no idea you could do that. I don't think they playtested that, or they just didn't think people would do it because they'd be chased. They wouldn't have time to go and punch some random stone bricks. It's funny. Alright. See, there's a gap there, but they blocked it off. They're like, no, no gap. There's no reason to block it off, but they blocked it off anyway. I don't get the auto-correcting jump thing. It's kind of annoying, but yeah. There's like nothing in this level. Can roll around. Rolling is faster in this game, so that was weird. I bumped into the collision as it was falling. Really weird. Alright. Well, rolling is faster, so you always want to roll whenever possible for optimal speed. I'm so bored. So, if anyone can find a glitch on Ceylon that allows you to teleport into the center that is doable on PC, then that is the best glitch in the whole game, because no one likes that freaking part of the game. Like, no one likes the crocodile. There is a way to like climb up to one of the levers, like the final lever that you need, but the wall is closed, and the only way to open it is to pull all the other levers. So it becomes pointless at this point, because it's like slower to climb up the waterway and it's faster to swing into it. Or it's about the same speed, I think. This one, all the places are really far distant from each other. There's no way, unless you can like climb on top of the map, but I don't think there's a way to do that. I tried before, there's not much to do. This level, there's like potential, like shortcuts, but they're so difficult to do that it's not really viable. Like, basically, down the slide in this level, if you go to the right, if you look to the right, there's like a gap, which is like where you're supposed to be at the end of the level. If you jump there somehow from the slide, you could potentially skip the entire level. But it is incredibly hard, and I don't know if it's possible. I'm gonna attempt it. There's another glitch in this level where you jump down into the water and like swim and then teleport up to the end, which is also really good, but at that point it doesn't matter. I don't know. Whatever. At that point it's about equivalent amount of time spent, because that glitch is also really hard and will take a long time to do. So yeah, I don't know. There's other glitches to go out of bounds, but they all lead to nothing. They're all useless. Anyway. We're gonna go ahead and use the save state button right here, so that I can retry. Alright, so you see that right there? That gap way up there, it's stupidly high and impossible to get to. And I'm pretty sure that they start you out really low anyway, so you can't make it up there. It's like literally impossible. Alligator. Anyway, so what you want to do the underwater skip thing is swim here, and once you get through the wall, then you want to walk to the end, and then there's a certain spot where you want to stand, but I don't really know what that spot is. And also, this is really hard, so that's why I don't recommend doing it, because it's a stupid... Okay, that wasn't that hard. It only took me 30 seconds. But here's the hard part. Knowing where to stand. I have no idea. Like, I would say try standing here, but it's obviously wrong, so... Because I just went through the wall. That wasn't supposed to happen, so Set R&D collision 1. I want to see. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so there's where I came from. Here's a wall. Okay, yeah, so you want to make sure that you're behind this wall. If you're on the other side, then it won't work, because you're going to be walking that way, and you don't want to walk that way. So you want to make sure you're on this side of the wall. That's step 1. Step 2, you know, if you do this first try, or like within 30 seconds like I did, it will save you a lot of time. So I guess with enough practice, anything's possible. Step 2, I'm going to figure out where to stand to teleport to the exit. That's not it. See, that's how retarded this glitch is, because you can't do it unless you're standing in the proper spot. So that ledge right there, I think that's the rope. So maybe if you stand under that rope. Nope, that's too far. Oh, dude. Wow, I did it. Okay, so yeah, if you stand that area with the rope that you see in the sky and then jump off the wall, it'll teleport you up here. And this is the end of the level, so I might try doing that in an actual run, but I don't. If I don't like beat the run in like 12 minutes or less, then it's pointless. And I'm already like a minute behind in the run, so I don't think this will save you that much time. Let's assume I'm able to get up here in 30 seconds. Let's compare that to this. So, oops. Let's compare that to. Oh gosh, dang it! I messed up. All right, we're gonna have to start over the level probably. See, sometimes it just doesn't work. See, that's really frustrating. I would be really frustrated if you spent like a while doing that and then just get canceled. It's like the worst case, and that's like 90% of the time. So it's like a really RNG bullshit thing, and I can't figure out how to do it without that happening, because it seems to just be random whether it lets you teleport or not, which sucks. Because you would think it would be like right there, but nope. I'm trying to find a consistent way to do it, and it's really not working out for me. That sucks. I really want this glitch to be a thing, though. There needs to be more underwater skips, because they're like the hardest skip in the whole game, and this one's like the easiest one I found so far. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So if you somehow find that gap right there, like literally right in front of the rope right there, if you press E around there, you will just literally grab that wall. Okay, so I want to compare that. I'm gonna quick save right here. Let's assume 30 seconds. If I can do that in 30 seconds, how much time will I save? If I can save a minute and a half, then I've already gotten world record just from that. Well, not really. I'm really bad at the game, but whatever. Okay, so let's say you do this perfectly. So just ignore the mistakes that I'm making. Nani? There's supposed to be a rope thing there. That's fucking weird. Okay. Oh my god.
Let's assume it takes us 30 seconds.
There's supposed to be a rope thing there, but it's not doing it. I guess I didn't activate the trigger, or I went too far in the level. Anyway, let's just pretend. Okay. Because honestly, you don't save that much time because you just have to go back over here. So from there, it's like 5 seconds to get up this ladder, and then assuming that you're really lucky and don't get shot. Like, it might save you 15 seconds at most. If you get it first try, let's assume you get it first try, right? You jump down into the water, you swim into the wall, you teleport up here. Then it would definitely save you around, like, at least 20 to 30 seconds, right? But you're not going to get it first try. That's the thing. You're not going to get it right away. So even if it does save you time, if you don't get it right away, it's a restart. So it's pointless. It's completely, it's useless pretty much. And best case scenario is when you teleport like forward. Oh my god, walking at the bottom. But you won't get best case scenario. That dog was quiet for a long time. It's a new record, 5 whole minutes. Alright, so yeah, you're not gonna get it first try, and it's not gonna save you any time. Which is really disappointing, because I really want there to be more underwater skips. I think if you do a segmented run of this game, you can do all the extreme glitches like that and get some really extreme time, like 11 minutes or something. But I'm bad at the game, so my best time is always going to be 13:30, and I'm not going to get anything better. Because this game is very bad. Alright. So that's the thing. I figured out how to do that, but it's kind of useless. It's not viable. Except for segmented runs. There needs to be more underwater skips. Like, I was looking at other things, like all the other underwater areas in other levels. And here there's an underwater area near the end. You cannot get to the exit from it, so it's pointless. And it's in the same area as like the skips, so you only get there in like 10 seconds anyway, it's pointless. No underwater area there. This one has sort of a skip, but it doesn't really count. This one, I tried a lot of stuff, and there's no way to get to the exit from the water at all. Best case scenario, you can get on top of the cliffs, but I mean, it's weird. It's a weird level. There's like a lot of weird areas, but it doesn't really help anything, so it's pointless. This level, yeah, you can save 20 seconds at most if you do it first try, but that's still not good enough. This one, if there was an underwater skip, it would literally save you like 3 minutes. That's how bullshit this level is. It's the worst level in the whole game. Mostly because the crocodile and the parkour. No one likes parkour. But you can't skip anything. I've tried everything. Even with the trainer, it's like impossible. Anyway. This level is so short, there's no way to speed up anything. Like, I've already found the fastest way there. There's no possible other way. I mean, there might be, if you go underground or something and just go straight to the rope swing, but I doubt it. This level, there is technically a glitch, but it's extremely hard. I've only done it once out of like 1,000 tries for like 2 hours. And it only saves you maybe like 30 seconds, so it's not worth it. This one, straightforward. You blow up a well and jump in. If you can go out of bounds, it won't save you time, so there's no point. This one, there's just a curtain clip, and I've tried finding other clips where you can just like skip the whole staircase and rope swing and stuff, but nah, there's nothing in this level as far as I know. I've tried a lot of stuff. It's just pointless. You might as well go the normal way. This level, you have to pick up the map. And the only way to do that is to pick up the book. Unless you want to try clipping through the bookshelf twice, both ways. Like, that's not worth it. And this one has, like, I found a way to jump on top of the roof in one area, but it doesn't really help. There's more invisible barriers everywhere, so kind of disappointed, because I thought I found something, because it was like a really hard jump, but nah, there's nothing. So, it's garbage, and my voice is dying. I can't. My voice is weak. I had to put too much effort into talking loudly. I posted a video about this one. There's a gap in the roof of the observatory. Jumping into it does not save you any time from just going around, because you have to climb up, and that kind of factors into it. Like, it might save you like 1 second, but you also risk falling down, so you have to figure out if it's worth the risk of falling down. I'm not sure. Like, you might be able to do it faster somehow without having to climb, but it's just pointless. You might as well just walk around. It's literally like a 1 second skip. It doesn't do anything. This level, there's multiple ways to progress at the end, but there's nothing you can do to skip the beginning area. Like, I've tried a lot. I mean, I haven't tried everything, but it's just no point. It's just pointless. So, unless you could just like teleport up to the plane or something somehow, but I doubt it. Anyway, but yeah, the ending, you can like jump on top of the dude sitting in the chair. You can swing backwards from when it gives you control. I find it easier to like drop down the ledge and then run off to the chain at the end, instead of trying to roll off the balcony or whatever people do. Like, that just seems a lot harder to me and riskier. This is unskippable. Also, in all these clock levels, you cannot skip anything. And this one, the only way to beat the level is to pick up the item, which doesn't get dropped until the guy dies. So, pointless. Istanbul is probably my proudest glitch, because there's 2 massive skips in this level, which I'm super proud of, because I wish the game was more like this. But it's not, unfortunately. I wish the game was way more like this, where it was just like big open areas with lots of geometry to explore on. But yeah, whatever. Essentially, you can skip picking up your stuff, and you can skip like half the level by just going through a wall and teleporting. So you go through like 2 walls basically, and yeah, it's super cool. I'm really proud about it. This one, on the Xbox version, there's a way to skip something majorly, but on PC you can't do it. So it's I've been trying to find another way, but I'm pretty sure on the PC version it's patched, and that's the reason you can't do it. Like, the developers knew that there was some weird physics going on when you drop down from the ledges from this circle. So what they did was the one circle that one spot on the ledge from the circle that would help you if you drop down perfectly, they just made it so you can't grab the ledge at all. So it's like completely useless. You can grab every other ledge, but not that ledge, because they knew that people were going to abuse it and speedrun the game, I guess. Like, I don't see the point of that. Like, no one would think to do that unless they were speedrunning. The developers were like, no glitches, and they tried to cover them up, but they didn't fix the glitches, they just covered them up. Like, the engine was really buggy, and they just covered up the bugs without fixing them. It just made them really hard to do. This level, is I tried finding skips for it. There's not really much you can do. This level, you have to find the map before you can escape, so pointless. This level, there's a little skip I found that no one seems to be using, but there's also the skip at the end where you don't have to pick up the coins, which is a huge deal. However, I don't care enough about, like, this level is mostly underwater, and I hate underwater levels, so yeah, I can't be bothered to find more glitches. Same with this level, I tried everything. There's no way to skip to the top, to the exit, so this Kraken's Lair, I found a different way to fight him, but it's actually slower than just the normal way. I just don't like fighting him, I guess. I'm just bad at the game. I don't know. Yep. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. This whole game's kind of derp. Penglai Lagoon's not that bad, but I actually kind of like Penglai Lagoon compared to other levels. But it's very linear and stuff. Penglai Mountains, I tried to find like ways to skip the tram ride, and it's fun to explore, but it's not possible to do. I had the idea, if you can jump on a plane, it can take you to the end, but I found out the planes don't have collision. So you can walk through planes, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But at the same time, I wish that they had collision. My mouse is like getting stuck on things. People always complain, like wired mice, they have like an issue getting stuck on stuff behind your desk or whatever, on the desk itself, but it rarely happens for me, and wireless mouse have a delay, and I prefer not having a delay, so yeah. I bet you on the Xbox version you can clip through that, but PC version is patched. Here's another thing. You either activate the planes by touching this white square, or you activate them by opening the door. So, like, what's the point of the white square? Also, shooting them down is completely optional. They do shoot at you, but it's... who cares? But you can see that that entire walkway and that roof right there is collidable, and the exit is way at the end. So, out of curiosity, I'm going to try to get to the end from the walkway area. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to be at the bottom of the map, I guess. Okay, that's weird. Why do you keep doing that again? That's very strange. Alright, we're just gonna keep teleporting forward, and we're off the map. Okay, don't do that. Epilepsy warning. Don't look at the red. Don't look at the red. Yeah, I don't know how I got down here, but I didn't want to die, so I pressed the button. Alright, so you can see the ending triggers, like... oh wait, no, I'm at the airplane area. Okay, cool. I didn't actually screw that up too much. Okay, so there is a really strange outcrop at the end. I don't know what it's about, but there is a place right here. I don't really understand why. Oof. Ouch, Charlie. There's like a slide. It's weird. Weird. It's like not straight, it's like an angle. I think they were just lazy. Lazy developers. Alright, so... I mean, it's not lazy, it's just... There's no point in changing it, so... If there was a way, would you be able to jump down there? I don't think so. It's pointless. But out of curiosity, I'm going to jump down there. It actually has collision, so... Hopefully I don't touch the death box. Okay, I screwed that up. We're gonna try this again. Owie. Oops, I accidentally pressed 9 instead of 7. Let's do that again. We're gonna jump down there and save our position, even though we're gonna be dead. And then when we come back to life, we can teleport there. Yeah! Big brain moment. Alright. So now that we're here, we're going to set RD collision on again so you can see. There seems to be a lot of collision, even though you're never going to be here. Like, they could have gotten rid of all this collision, but they didn't see the point, I guess. They just copy-pasted the other side. That just makes me think that the entire game at the end was rushed. And then they spent a lot of time, like, marketing the game. But they kind of knew that the game was bad at a certain point. Like, it's good, but there's some parts where it's just... They're lazy, they didn't think of anything, and... They build, like, one asset and just copy-paste it and don't, like, do much. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time... It's just a bunch of rail shooters near the end. Like, it's just pointless. Like, it talks about combat, but then it gives you rail shooting. So, like, I feel like they had the boss fight in, like, the beginning part in the middle, I guess, a little bit done, but then, like, the rest of it was just, like, filler, and they couldn't think of anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was all well thought out, and everyone loves rail shooters. No, it's just laziness. I'm dead. I broke the game.
Epilepsy.
Alright. I think I'm done. Glitch hunting. There's not much I can do. I mean, I might check out the very first level in the game. But I think if you skip the machete, you won't get it in the next level. I'm not sure though, but I'm gonna find out because yeah. If you don't get the machete, then you'll end up soft locking the game because you won't have anywhere to go. This game started out really good, like a lot of detail. Got these environments and everything. I bet they didn't expect people to like beat the game. They didn't expect people to get too far because they made the game really, really difficult. But yeah, like look at these environments. Like they spent a little while. Especially with the engine where it's just planes and cubes. And cylinders. And spheres. Can I get under that? That would be amazing if I could like fit under that gap, but nope. It would be kind of funny. What about that? Can I fit under that? Too fat. That dog will never shut up till the end of time, until it dies. It's gonna be an old dog and it's gonna be howling at the moon. And nothing. Fortune and glory, here I go. Why is there a giant collision box here? I don't get it. It's pointless. Just random polygons. I think there's like a pillar, and then they were like, nah fam, we gotta put a cube around it. The pillar itself has collision, but they decided to put a cube around it so people wouldn't like glitch through the game or something. I don't know. I think they were very conscious about the glitches in this game. Okay, so you can see there actually is a gap right there. Wouldn't it be interesting if I could fit under that gap? So that's the thing about this view that I really like. You can actually see holes in the collision, and you can like try to do something about them. Maybe they knew about it and knew that you couldn't really fit inside it, so they didn't care. But what if you could? What could you achieve by going inside there? Let's find out. Let's pretend I'm inside of it. Yeah, not much, apparently. So, yeah, I don't get why they have, like, this weird... Oh, that's probably why, it's because they got this weird looking wall. They want people next to it, I guess. I don't know. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I don't know the words. Alright, so... all these random gaps, followed by random objects blocking the gaps. Like, why would they put a cube here? Makes no sense. The dog outside agrees with me. He thinks everything I'm saying is completely true. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think he's barking at me, he's just barking. That's his duty. Collisions. This little area right here is really random. If you notice, it's actually the door from later on that you're gonna see that opens. It's just like a small version of it. It's really weird. Like, I think they stopped caring about textures and stuff later on too, because you can see this looks like it could actually be like a carving of some kind, but then later it's like the door. The door. Anyway. Like, what even is that supposed to be? It's like a window. But there's no window. I have no idea. This is my hidey spot. Those ambient drop sounds. Interesting. It's a skeleton. You know, I want to count how many skeletons there are in the entire game. Anyway. Time to look for more gaps. Alright, so we got this doorway, which I could get on top of and jump up there, probably. It looks like you can climb on that too, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think you can get on that doorway though. That reminds me, there's like a weird tree up there. That you can sort of climb on top of. I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't there, maybe it was somewhere else. I don't know.
Whee!
If only you could grab that. If only. If you could just grab that ledge right there. That'd be pretty amazing. But nope. I'm gonna actually jump up on it. Just for fun. Oh, nothing. Alright, whatever.
I'm slowly dying.
All the collision boxes.
Use this water to fill up my canteen.
I can use this water to fill up my canteen. I like how smooth that level is. It's like super obvious like where you're supposed to go based on like the collision. Like it's very basic. I remember Matt was trying to glitch through walls over here and stuff, but there's like, I don't know what he was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do actually. I was trying to find a way. These polygons are too tight. There's no way to do it. Like maybe he found a gap before or something, I don't know. But yeah, I never found anything down here. There is that gap right there, like under that little ledge, but I don't really see that as being a thing. Like maybe you could jump over this because of the weird collision there, but there's like invisible forces preventing me from going up there. This is very sad. Slap the like button there. So jump. You can get up there.
I need to cut through these vines.
But I don't see a way to get up there actually. I don't see the point of it, to be honest. Alright. Look how freaking the walls are just everywhere. Oppressive walls. Very oppressive. Okay. That pillar might be close enough to jump on top of, but I doubt it. Alright, so yeah, even if there was glitches at this point, there's no point to doing them. And you can see here there's like a tiny gap there, but there's nothing you can do. It's like pointless, pointless, pointless. That pillar though is interesting. Like, wouldn't it be fun to jump on top of it? But nope, no point. Alright, so I think you can jump on that, but it's also pointless. I don't see the point in any of this. I seriously doubt there's any out of bounds on this level that you need to actually do. Like, when I found the out of bounds, like, right here, that leads to the exit, like, it's pointless because you just walk out, go to the exit, so it's dumb. Very dumb.
Oh no, I can't escape. Ah.
But yeah, I was like, you can go out of bounds here. But then I found out that there's some weird invisible collisions, and I didn't have any way to find out what the collisions were, so instead I just kind of like crawled everywhere. And then I found, oh, you can actually like... That's annoying. Okay. Save that. I gotta remember, it's just a visual thing. It messes with the collision. Alright. So... yeah, there's no, like, anything. There's, like, a little jump right here. And I think I found a way to land on top of that. But, yeah, basically, yeah, I grabbed the sledge, and then... I dropped down at some point, and was like, well, you can actually, like, drop on something. But I don't think it was an actual thing. Also, there's, like, another wall right there to prevent you from going back. Oof. Derp, derpy derp. It's pointless. I'm just doing this for fun. It's completely useless. Alright. So, yeah. See, like, what's the point of that? There's no point. There's actually one other thing I think I did. I think I rolled and landed in the waterfall area at the beginning of the level. Yeah, I rolled down and landed in this weird place. And there's just absolutely no, like, point to any of it, like, at all. Like, holy cow. Right. Like, you started from up there. Wouldn't it be great if you just, like, roll this way and then go through the wall and into the exit? But nope, there's nothing. So, yeah. Completely pointless. Ah, that dog will never shut up. He hears my voice and barks. He hears the wind blow and barks. He hears another dog bark and he barks. I think this game is pretty much all glitched out at this point. Like, I've thought about everything and there's just nothing. I think I'm just completely retired from Indie Jones. Like, I'll still ask people to speedrun it, but I'm never gonna speedrun it again, and I'm never gonna glitch hunt again, because I found enough stuff. Like, the only next glitches I can think of is underwater glitches, but I've already explored, like, most of them. There's only the one glitch that I can find left, which is the crane skip in Panglai Lagoon, which requires going through the wall underwater and teleporting up at a specific place and then running around. It's a lot of work. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be done streaming. Talking hurts my face.